Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Friday Power Flow, a fun flow that we're going to get started right away in Downward Facing Dog. So come onto your mat and join me in Downward Facing Dog. If it feels better to get started in Child's Pose, go ahead. Get started in your Child's Pose. And right away, start to feel your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Set your gaze or close your eyes. And if you want to add in a little bit of movement in your downward dog, you can. If it feels good to come into a tabletop and move through some cat-cows, you can. Right? Your practice. We're practicing together today, but it's your practice. So really let it feel good for you. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. You might notice if you're holding your head up, let it hang down. Maybe move it around a little bit. Same with your heels. If you are up on your tiptoes, just let your heels drop. Not that you have to force them down, but you also don't have to hold them up. So you have effort, but just the right amount of effort. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And on your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, fingers spread wide. You can have your knees lifted or lowered here. A little bit of a lift to your chin so you can get really long, really tall from your heels to the crown of your head. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. And a long exhale. Inhale, come forward, high push-up, high plank. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high push-up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Here in your downward dog, take a big breath in. Open your mouth, empty it out. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet together or apart. Come on into your halfway lift, your flat back. Take a couple of breaths. Your hands can be on your shins, even your knees, maybe alongside your toes. Wave your body a little bit forward into the balls of your feet. Engage your core. Lengthen out your spine. I feel like this pose gets overlooked a lot because it's, well, we use it in transition. So paying a little more attention here. Feeling your spine lengthen from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Take a big breath in, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, come on up to stand. Rise up, reach up, and draw your hands to your heart. Set your gaze here. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And you can set an intention for your practice today if that's something that resonates with you. Together, let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat, high push-up, forward and halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Pause here in your low push-up. This also gets overlooked. You can drop your knees, maybe you come all the way down, elbows squeeze in. We're having so much fun right here. Inhaling, upward facing dog cobra or low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Hopefully you are having fun in your practice, with your body. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, what's not working, feel what is working, right? Feel that you are right here, right now. Take another big breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in here, fill up. Exhale lightly, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up from the ground, lift up, fill up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Set your hands and set your feet. Right, notice if your eyes wander, set your gaze or close your eyes. Notice if your mind wanders. Keep coming back to your breath. Take a big breath in, then a long breath out. Keep coming back to your intention. And even if you don't actively set an intention, I say this a lot, there is intention built into this practice and showing up. Take a deep inhale here, exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, hands high, heart lifts, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, deep inhale here. Exhale lightly, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Set your feet, put a big bend to your knees. Weight of your body comes back into your heels. Low belly draws in and up. Lift your chest. Let your heart lift. Part of enjoying yourself, having some fun here. Letting your heart lift, lightening up. Take a big breath in, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. How about a crow pose, Bakasana? Right? Since we're talking about having some fun, plant your hands on your mat, about shoulder width, maybe a little bit closer. Spread your fingers wide. Big bend to your elbows. Elbows point back. Knees above elbows. So if you can get your knees into your armpits, go for it. Do that. Feet pretty close together if not touching. So get really small, really tight. And then you can start to rock forward into your hands. If you're in your crow, right, lift your chest, lift your heart. Maybe you lift one foot, maybe you lift both feet. Maybe you keep both feet on your mat. Maybe you fall out of your crow, not a big deal. Play around with it. Take a big breath in. Chaturanga, low push-up. Step or jump back. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Hopefully that was fun. Set your feet, set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take another big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Come on up. And it's not so much about being able to do crow, right? As it is just having this openness to crow pose or a bind or a headstand or even just your warrior one, right? An openness about what you can do. Doesn't matter how it looks, doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Right? Again, you are here. Right? That's what really matters. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. And you're doing a lot when you show up. Your body's doing a lot for you. Allow yourself to feel this and, yeah, hopefully enjoy it. Take another big inhale. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, back foot flat, rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one, Virabhadrasana, rise up, exhale, hands come back down, high push up to low. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. And notice if your thinking mind gets ahead of you, come back to your hands, your feet, your intention. This breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Once more, deep breath in here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Katasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps. Warrior 1. Back foot flat. Rise up. Open out. Warrior 2. Set your feet. Adjust your feet. Set your feet. Front foot flat and straight. Big bend in your front knee. Lengthen through your back leg. Lengthen out through your arms. Let there be some space between your fingers, right? And as you tune into your breath, some space between your thoughts. So simply feeling where you are. Feeling how strong you are. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And it's not just your body that's strong, right? Heart, spirit, even your mind. As you show up here, fully present. Spin your palms to the sky. And take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Still a big bend in your front knee. Long and strong through your back leg. Feel for lifting from your right hip. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot again. Warrior 1. Come on up. Open out. Warrior 2. Right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Parsva Konasana. Right elbow to your right leg. Left arm up to the sky. Check in with your foundation. Set your feet, soften your toes. Take your top arm here, lengthen it forward. And you can slide your bottom hand down inside or outside your front foot. You can also stay with your right elbow on your right leg. Let your left shoulder roll back. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Reach your top arm up. Wrap it around behind your back. Oh, there go the dogs. Half bind or full bind. Right, so here again, you can play around with your hands. Oh boy, that's Winston. Your hands don't have to connect under your right leg, right? Maybe use a towel or strap, or just feel what you can do. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. That's something you can do. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Reach your top arm back up. Let it bring you up to your warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Turn your toes out, heels in. Bend your knees. Sit down into your horse. Sweep your arms up. Eagle arms. Right arm wraps under your left. Set your gaze. You can also work with opposite hand to opposite elbow, even hands at heart. Big bend in your knees. Maybe sit a little bit lower. Tall and upright in your upper body. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now keep your arms wrapped, straighten your legs, pivot around towards the back edge of your mat, and come on into your full eagle. Take your right leg, wrap it up and over your left, so your left foot is standing. And the right foot can touch down, dangle, maybe find a double wrap. Right shoulder, right hip, gently draw back here so you're evening out. Drishti helps a lot. If you fall out of it, right, not a big deal. That can be part of playing around with it. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Sit a little bit lower. Breathe in and breathe out. On your inhale, unwrap, release, reach all the way up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, big bend to your knees, bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale, twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. Feet and knees even, toes soft. Hands connect. You can feel this. How do your hands connect? Connect into your hands, into your feet, into this breath. And you can stay with your hands together. Or you can open up. You separate your hands. You're still in your hands, in your feet, in your body, in this breath, in this moment. And if you like side crow, maybe you play around with side crow. Right? You can drop your hips, set your hands to the side, pull your right elbow in, right hip above the right elbow, right knee above the left elbow. Yeah, whatever variation you're in. A little bit of a lift to your chest, to your heart. Take a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance. Peace fingers, hook your big toes, palms face in. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. Just let your head drop. You can use the hold of your toes to physically draw you into your forward fold. Use your breath and your intention to draw you into this moment, right? This practice. It's funny that we call it a practice. Like practicing being present, practicing being. That shouldn't require any practice. And yet, it seems to. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Release your toes, walk your feet closer together or to touch. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. Check in with your feet, so that transition from warrior one to warrior two might be pretty significant. It is for me. So now notice where your feet are. Does it work for you? Does it work for your warrior two? Right here, right now. So not yesterday's warrior two, not your friend's warrior two, but your warrior two, your practice. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Lift through your arms, extend but soften your shoulders. Spin your palms to the sky and take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Again, right hand, back hand maybe on the back leg, your low back, or on the top of your left thigh gently. Lifting from your left hip, take a big inhale here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot again, warrior one, come on up. And open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Side angle, Parsva Konasana, left elbow on your left leg. And your right arm extends up to the sky. Back toes towards the side edge of your mat, maybe a little bit forward. Long through your back leg. Go ahead and extend your top arm forward. Lengthen through your whole right side body. And you can slide your bottom hand down, inside or outside your front foot. Maybe to a block, your ankle, or you can keep your elbow on your leg. Keep a little bit of lifting up, lifting physically out of the bottom shoulder, but also lifting up, letting your heart lift, raising your vibration. Take your top arm back up, wrap it around behind your back, coming into your half bind or your full bind. Still grounded through your feet, soften your toes. Keep that big bend in your left knee. Let your right shoulder roll back. You can set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Pivot your toes towards the side. Once more, toes out, heels in, bend your knees. Coming down into your horse. Sweep your arms up. Eagle arms, left arm wraps under your right. And again, you can grab, or you can bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Hands to your heart. As you turn your toes out, let your knees open out. So if your toes turn way out and your knees roll way in, just bring your toes in a little bit. Keep it simple. Challenge yourself. There's effort, but also enjoy yourself. Sit a little bit lower, take a big breath in, and a long breath out. Arms stay wrapped here, straighten your legs. Start to pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Wrap your left leg up and over for your full eagle. And again, you have options with the left leg. It can dangle, touch down, maybe find the double wrap. Those aren't the only options. You can feel it out for yourself. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Sit a little bit lower. Breathe in and breathe out. Set your gaze, but soften around that. Soften your face and your jaw. Breathe in and breathe out. As you inhale and wrap, release, reach all the way up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more big inhale, exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Katasana, chair pose. Set your feet, bring your hands to your heart. Feet are even. Take a big inhale. Twist to your left, right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. And you can notice if you start to hang out with your toes, if you start to tip forward, shift back a little bit. Use the connection of your hands to lengthen your spine. Let your chest lift. Feel where you are. Feel that you can have some fun with this. Enjoy this. Hands can stay together or open up. And yeah, if you want to play around with your side curl on this side, drop your hips towards your heels. Hands towards the side edge of your mat, maybe a little closer than shoulder width. Back elbow pulls in. Left hip above your left elbow. Left knee above your right elbow. Maybe a little bit of lift off. Whether you're in your side curl, whether you're playing around with it, or you're in your twist. Take a really big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel or strap between your hands. Shoulders roll back. And let your hands come up and over. Soften your knees. You can let your head drop. If the shoulder rinse doesn't work, you can drop your hands. Work with Padangustasana or Padangustasana. Right, that's your hands under your feet. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Here, release your hands. Walk your feet closer together or to touch and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga low push-up, step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog. Here comes Winston. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Hey, buddy. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Winston is an expert at sleeping dog. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg up to the sky. Come on forward to your high push-up. Right knee above and outside your right elbow. You can drop to low push-up or stick in the arm balance. Up and back to your three-legged dog. High push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Lift out of your shoulders. Belly pulls in and up. Up and back, three-legged dog. High push-up. Right knee above and outside your left elbow. Here, take your right foot over to the left. Roll into your right hand. Heels to your right, so your side plank variation. And you can also drop the right knee or play around with lifting the right foot. Breathe for 3, 2. Bring your right foot down, bring your left hand down. Slide your right knee across to come into your half pigeon. And if you want to stick in a down dog hip opener before you come into your half pigeon, you can. The transition is yours. Right? This is your practice. Back leg is long. Little lift to your chest and your heart. A big inhale. Lengthen and fold forward. 30 minutes goes by so quickly. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. 30 minutes goes by really quickly, especially when I'm practicing and when I'm having fun with it. If you are enjoying the practice and you're looking for a longer practice, 60 minutes, you can check out my Patreon. It's the Bent Yogi. You can also check out my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga. In both places, there are longer classes with me available on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. In the studio, the classes are live and recorded pretty much every day, except for today. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Notice if you are clenching your jaw, you can soften your face, soften your jaw. Or you can focus on strengthening while still allowing the balance of softness. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And set your hands under your shoulders and make your way back to your downward facing dog. So here, if you want to stick in a three-legged dog or the down dog hip opener, even another flow, you can. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Feet together a little bit forward, left leg high. High push-up, left knee above and outside your left elbow. Again, you have the option for the low push-up or the arm balance. Up and back, three-legged dog. High push-up, knee draws into your chest. Lift out of your shoulders, tuck in, belly in and up. Up and back, three-legged dog. High push-up, left knee above and outside your right elbow. From here, left foot goes to the right. Roll to the left for your side plank variation. You can drop the left knee, or with a little bit of leaning back, a lot of core, you can lift your left foot for 3, 2. Now the foot comes down, right hand comes down, left knee slides across. Half pigeon. Again, option for your down dog hip opener. You can set it up on your back. The effort that goes into showing up and setting all this up, right? Every pose, right? Every transition, the effort, the care. This practice of being. How does it feel? Hopefully it feels enjoyable. Even when it's challenging, hopefully it does feel like you're having fun, moving your body in different ways, moving your breath, connecting. This is why I teach, because it is fun. It's an amazing practice, so powerful, so beneficial, right, for each of us individually and all of us collectively. And yeah, it takes effort, but absolutely, it's enjoyable and we can have fun with it. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Deep breath in, fill up. Big breath out, empty out. Set your hands under your shoulders and back to your downward dog. Again, three-legged dog, the hip opener, a little flow, right? Whatever feels good. Take a big breath in and empty out. Another full inhale here. And as you exhale, step or jump your feet through your hands. Sit down, lie down, and set up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet on an inhale. Come on up. You can come up for bridge, any variation, wheel, any variation. You can play around with a combination of bridge and wheel. Yeah, and remember, when you were a kid, did you do wheel when you were a kid, a back bend? You probably didn't. You probably thought it was a lot of fun. Right, so maybe it takes some effort. Maybe it's challenging. Maybe it just doesn't work for your body. That's okay. you can still have fun with whatever you are doing right here, right now. Take a really big inhale, and as you exhale, come all the way down onto your back, soles of your feet together, knees to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. Moving from here into Shavasana. Stay here, add in a twist, take your legs up or out, whatever works. Take a really big breath in, and a long breath out. There are so many things that I want to say about Shavasana, but instead, we'll just let Shavasana speak for itself. One more big breath in. And empty out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring a little bit of movement back to your body. Here, draw your knees to your chest. You can roll to one side and make your way to seated. With hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks everybody. Thanks for joining me for this Friday Power Flow. Hopefully the barking dogs weren't too distracting. Hopefully you had fun. I know I did. And remember, if you're looking for a longer practice, check out my Patreon, check out my studio. There are links for those below. In the meantime, until we practice again, I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.